Hey everybody, welcome back. It's the Daily Bern. Come on in. This is the war room of the political revolution. What this is a daily inspirational show for those of us who are fighting in this political revolution in order to change our government into one that works for the people. Please like and share and comment, participate in the show. I love reading your comments and it helps us get out better and get out to more people. So participate in the show. Thanks for coming. What we do here on this show is we tell the truth. We are honest on this show. And some people don't like that all the time, but that's okay. Luckily, I don't depend on ratings and I can't be fired over this message. But on the downside, the message will only get out as far as it is spread. And I can only spread it so far on my own before Mark Zuckerberg locks me up in Facebook jail. But I am allowed the freedom to speak the truth, and I do and will for as long as I have a platform to do it. So, what is the truth? Well, things are bad in this country, but we all know that. We also know, or should, that to change it, we have got to stand united and do it. We do this. Nobody else. Us. Once enough of us understand that, once enough of us get it, that this is our fight, not anyone else's, and we own it, there is no end to the possibilities. We will be unstoppable. But it all starts in us. And the first step is owning it, taking responsibility for it all, realizing that you have power over it and that you can change it, and then you do the work. Most people can't get past step one. They get too caught up with the blame, whose fault this all is. I can't be responsible. I didn't do this. Well, yes, in a way, we did do this. Mostly a few wealthy men with an insatiable appetite for wealth and power did this, but we allowed it. We let them. And no one but us can stop them. So when I say this is our fight, I only say it because it's true. This is our fight. I push that message because I know that when enough of us do that, truly own this, and we move forward united, we will win. Change can happen. Real change is possible. We can make a difference. All that we have to do is all that we can. I include a link in the description of every Daily Burn to BernieSanders.com. Please go there and see if there's any way that you can help the campaign out by maybe becoming one of the over 2 million of us that are volunteering to try to get Bernie elected president, or donate if you can. Any amount would be great. But while you're there, I want you to get you a bumper sticker. And then I want you to put that bad boy on your car. Then you're helping the campaign out just by driving around like normal. It's good to show that support. We have got to believe in this. Believe we can do this. Inspire others to join with us in that belief. This thing will spread, is spreading. This movement has the momentum needed to win this thing. We can do this. Just don't let anything or anyone convince you otherwise. And they will do all they can to try to do that. And you can't let them. You can't let the mainstream media, propaganda machine, lie factory cloud your judgment, break your will, break your spirit, make you feel like we're losing. And you definitely can't let these quitters that you run into on social media or in real life that always want to tell you that everything is impossible. Well, for them, it is. If you think that way, everything is impossible. But if you think like a winner and you think like a warrior and you own it and you take responsibility and you actually do the work, you can make things happen. That is how things get done. So let's get out there, do the work, do what we need to do, get Bernie elected, and more. Keep moving forward. Change our government into one that works for the people. Make this change happen. Reform society. Fix this. Give our children and future generations a future. We can do this. We will do this. We are doing this. Not Bernie. Us. All right, hey everybody, welcome back. That was our monologue for today. Real quick, we'll get into yesterday's comments. There wasn't a whole lot of comments. We didn't have a very big turnout yesterday. Rob was here and well, he didn't ask. He said, I bet you get a lot of haters. And really, it's not as many as you'd think. Um, it probably is because we're still a baby show. We've never gotten more than 500 views. But when this starts getting out to more people and we start getting more people in here, yeah, I bet it'll start then. The trolling will start. But the trolling's not always bad. Trolling is good. Like I said, any interaction in the post helps it do better and get out to more people. So, bad interaction is still good in a way. But Kyle was here and said that he's run into some problems trying to open up a campaign office and that the campaign is telling him he needs some sort of pack. I need a little bit more information. He was asking my thoughts on that. First off, I think that's messed up. I don't really know what that's about, but I was trying to find out and I really couldn't find anything out on the site. And I don't want to say anything because I'm not sure, but that is frustrating. But do all you can. Maybe you can't open the office, but you can do some other stuff. But we'll talk about it more in the comments. But that was it for the comments. I did ask yesterday and today. We've been in HD. Now, every time I upload these videos, it always tells me people will watch them better if you're in HD. So I decided to try it. Now, do you like it? Because if you don't, then I'm not going to keep doing it because it takes like an hour more to upload. But if people really do dig it, if you like it and there's a difference for you, I will keep doing it. So let me know in the comments. Nobody answered me yesterday. Just let me know if you think we need to be in HD. Because like I said, it takes me about an extra hour to do it in HD. Isn't that weird? But that's because of my slow computer. Well, let's get into the media segment of the show, Know Your Enemy. Know Your Enemy is the segment of the show where I go through the mainstream media and pull out anything that I think we'll be dealing with moving forward. So let's get into that real quick. All right, so today we're going to start over on NPR. Let's see what NPR is talking about. Their layout has changed. I haven't been to NPR in about a week, and they got a new layout. I wonder if they still have that Pete Buttigieg story on their front page. Let's see. They have a Pete Buttigieg story that's been up here for a month and a half. But they got a picture. There's a picture of Trump pointing. They love to show pictures of Trump pointing. Still talking about his go back comments. Um, that's pure and simple white hate speech, white nationalist hate speech. And he is responsible for it because he plays into it, he encourages it, and he doesn't shoot it down. So, for those reasons, he is responsible for it. The Democratic primary debate matchups have been set. Let's go into that really quick. The second Democratic debate primary matchups have been set. It's going to be, let's see what they say in the headline, Sanders versus Warren and Biden versus Harris. So, yeah, they've got it on the first night. You got Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Buttigieg. And on the second night, you got Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and I guess they don't think anyone else is worth mentioning from the second night. But here's the whole list. July 30th, you got Pete Buttigieg, Steve Bullock, John Delaney, John Hickenlooper, Amy Klobuchar, I don't know how to say that, Beto O'Rourke, Tim Ryan, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Marianne Williamson. And then on night two, the 31st, you got Bennett, Biden, Booker, Castro, de Blasio, Tulsi Gabbard, Kristen Gillibrand, Kamala the Cop Harris, Jay Inslee, and Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang made it into the debates again, which kind of surprised me. I was really surprised by that. Let's go back out here and see what else they're talking about. Not much else. Focusing on Representative Omar receives resounding welcome home amid Trump attacks. And new documents reveal Trump Cohen aides work to seal hush money deals. His presidency has been a mess of just scandal after scandal. Another story on the sender back chance. And another story on the debates and which candidates made the cut, but we just covered that. So that's it. That's a wrap on NPR. Let's see. The next one I picked today was CBS News. I haven't been to CBS for a Know Your Enemy in a while. I wanted to see what they were talking about. I'm noticing right away they are way toned down on CBS. They don't push the propaganda as heavy. Trump Secretary of Labor scares worker advocates. Da, 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 da. Americans who experience hate call racist Trump rhetoric hate heartbreaking. Okay, so they do, but not as much. There looks like there's a variety of news on here. No Bernie Sanders, not at all. Can you believe that? The vote on the 9/11 Victims Compensation Fund to be held and that Rand Paul is blocking it. What an ass. He should be ashamed of himself. It's criminal that we have not taken care of the first responders in the 9/11 attacks. They have massive amounts of health problems, and we finally passed. Jon Stewart has been actively fighting, and they've been pushing for this compensation fund, and they finally pass it, and now they're blocking it in the Senate, and it just makes me sick. We're going to close out today, Know Your Enemies segment with Fox News. We usually end out with Fox. It's become kind of a little tradition. I like to include a right-leaning site. I don't want it to be all left-leaning, so I always want to get a right-leaning site. Their biggest story here looks to be about Trump and Michelle Obama's Twitter feud. I can't believe how much stuff our president does on Twitter, how much stuff is dealt with on Twitter, and that our president has Twitter feuds. The other day in the feed, I asked, do you think Trump tweets for himself? Let me know what you think. Do you think that's really him on the toilet in the White House tweeting at Michelle Obama? Is that really him? Is he that petty and small? I want to believe there's somebody running the social media, but I think it's him. I think it's him in there with his fat, stubby fingers. Real quick, I'm going to mention this every day that I look at it, right here on the side panel, and they've been burying this story, the Jeffrey Epstein story. Jeffrey Epstein is a monster, a pedophile, and very connected, billionaire pedophile, connected to Clinton, Trump, a lot of people. But they don't want you to focus on that. Right here it says, let's be careful about implicating others. Mm-mm. No mercy here. No mercy. Sweep the leg. You know, come on. Cobra Kai, do or die. No mercy here. We go after these monsters, every single one of them. I hope Epstein sings like a bird. I hope he takes down all kinds of powerful elite predators, because this is a massive bust here. You're going to blow the lid off a lot with this. And don't let go of this story. Don't let them bury it. They're going to do all they can to bury it. They are burying it, but don't let them. Stay on top of that Jeffrey Epstein story. Do all you can to push that out and keep it in people's face. Hey, look, Fox gave Tulsi a story. Tulsi Gabbard. Puerto Ricans are coming together and fighting against their corrupt government. Bernie Sanders staff seek 15 minimum wage he has proposed. I don't know how to feel about this. There's been some hit pieces come out, and apparently some staffers, Bernie Sanders staffers, are coming out and complaining because they make $13 an hour, not $15 an hour, and they don't have Medicare for all yet. And I don't know what the whole story is here or the truth to it, but it's aggravating me. It's upsetting me. I really need to look into it better before I get too worked up about it, but it's bothering me. I want to know what the real story is behind this, because are these like trolls sent in to infiltrate the campaign and then cause bad publicity? Is that what's going on? Bernie Sanders under fire. Two stories on Fox about this. Under fire from his own staff amid push for 15 minimum wage. I'm going to do my best to get to the bottom of that. Tensions with Iran. Yep, they're ramping up the Iran stuff again. I don't think we're going to be able to avoid getting out of going to war with Iran. I really don't. That's unfortunate. All right, so not a whole lot going on in the news. Just get out there and keep fighting. Do all you can. We're going to win this. We are crushing this. Know that. Own it. Believe it. Do all you can, and we're going to win. Thank you guys for watching the Daily Bern. We'll see you guys again tomorrow for another episode.